Ken. Are you ready to go? We have Ken.
I'm ready.
You're ready. All right. Please welcome Ken Field from Honk Festival, if I have that right. Please welcome.
You have it right. Yeah.
Oh, yay.
Hey, so the first thing I want to say is I've been hearing about the Buttonwood. I'm up in Boston. You know, I've been hearing about the Buttonwood for years and years, for decades even. I think mostly from my old friend, sadly, who has passed, Chuck Frtasek, who changed his name to Chuck O'Meara, who had a band called Forever Einstein. And I think mostly from Chuck, but so I'm glad to finally have a chance to join with this community. It seems like just a wonderful community. And thanks to CC for inviting me to talk about the Honk Festival. CC and I and Derek, I think, and maybe some others played together some years ago. But I'm one of the about a dozen members of a non-hierarchical organizational organizing committee for the Honk Festival. The Honk Festival started in Somerville about 15 years ago. It's a festival of activist street bands, and that means it's a festival of bands whose main reason for being is to make positive change in their communities or in the world, maybe. And we started out the first festival in 2006. There were 12 bands, mostly from Boston. And more recently, there have been as many as 30 bands coming from all over the world, 600 musicians, and thousands of people attending the free festival. It's all free. It takes place over Indigenous Peoples Day weekend in October. And it spawned about 20 other honk festivals all over the world. Other people who've come to our festival, or maybe they haven't, but they've heard about it, and they've decided that they want to have a similar gathering of musicians who are trying to make positive change in their world and have that in their towns. So there's honk festivals in New York and Providence, in Seattle, in Austin, Texas, in Wollongong, New South Wales, Australia, in London, I think 3 or 4 festivals in Brazil. It's just kind of gone crazy. So there's this global community of honk festivals, and when the pandemic hit, of course, we didn't know if we'd be able to do a live festival. In the end, we couldn't. We breathed in and breathed out, as advised by Terry, even though we hadn't heard her say it yet. And we decided to do something different. We decided to have an online festival, of course, and we called it HonkUnited. And the interesting thing was we invited all the other honk festivals, the 22 honk festivals around the world, to participate in this unified festival. Normally, these other festivals are totally independent of us. We share a mission, but they're totally independent. So we all got together and we had over a week of 70 hours of live, pre-recorded music, interviews, panels, all about what we do, why we do it. And of course, these bands are both great musically, but also very inspiring visually and fun. And there's a tie-in with the circus community, with lots of other communities, but it's become this incredible community. And we had an amazing festival online called HonkUnited. So I have a 1-minute video. If I can share screen, I don't know, Derek, if that's possible, but I could show a 1-minute video if I have time. That was basically an introduction before the festival happened. We had participation from all 7 continents, including Antarctica. There's actually a band down there. The people who are stationed there have a band, and they sent a video.
Wow.
So I'm going to try to share a screen, see if that works. It may let me do it. It may let me do it. Let's see.
Hang on, Ken. I may have to change a preference here.
All right.
All right. No, it's there. You go.
All right. So let me start this, and hopefully you'll be able to hear it.
Make sure you say add computer sound.
McMurdo Station in Antarctica.
Wow.
That is incredible.
That was amazing. Thank
and
you.
it was very uplifting. Wow.
Yes.
Beautiful.
It was a pretty cool thing.
What?
It was a pretty cool thing, and we're now deciding. We're meeting. The organizing committee here in the Boston area is meeting, trying to decide what we're going to do this coming year. Will we be able to have a live festival, in-person festival? Will we want to have some kind of hybrid festival with something online and some live things? It basically turned something that was, of course, a big negative into a huge positive. With
Yes.
thousands of people watching all over the world. People were chatting with each other. People didn't know each other. And it just became this huge community that was impossible to do live and in person. So it was a beautiful thing. But thanks very much for letting me present that. There's a website, honkfest.org is our Boston one. HonkUnited.org is what we did. So I'll stop. Thank you.
Incredible.
Thank you. And I guess just a little something for Ken. Ken was the very first person that I thought of when I was trying to introduce this concept to the world, because what Honk does was the closest thing that I could think of about not being about me and being truly giving it to the world. It's so obvious even when you watch the video that it wasn't about any one person, that it was really about all of our energy together. And just going down the street, it was like the selfless quality of it. I called him right away, and the magic of his relationship to me in life is also just like Matt and Derek. I'm just blessed to have these people in my life that belong in your life because your souls line up. And so Ken's one of those, and thank you for being here. And especially a little thank you to Karen. Ken's a friend of mine who lost a wife a while back. I don't know if to bring that up is appropriate or not here and now, but her soul's always been in the picture too.
Thank you very much, Susie. Thank you.